Hi, welcome to 100 Little Changes. My name is Sandy Clemens. This is being recorded because I do have a YouTube channel where you can find this information. Um, if you are not a part of my group here, but you're seeing this video, please put your email, phone number down, and I will email you phone number. There's a couple documents that everybody's getting tonight. One document is just based on protein. We're going to talk about protein, and this is about making little changes, okay? This is going to be Wednesday nights. I will tell you right now, next Wednesday, I am going to be gone. You guys are going to be on my texting group, so you'll see that I'm not going to be here next week, but next Wednesday, but from then on, I should be fine. The concept of this, you guys, in case you have not heard, I have lost 100 pounds twice, but I've also gained it back twice. And now I'm down 81 pounds, 54 inches. And the change has been is I know how to lose weight as everybody does. I'm sure there's nothing on here that I'm going to talk about that you're going to go, I needed to cut calories and drink more water. Hmm. It's about being healthy, not about losing weight. It's about the 100 little changes that we're going to be working on a consistent basis to help you be healthier. And the side effect of being healthier and watching for inflammation and your blood sugar going crazy is losing weight and getting healthier because you can have some severely unhealthy skinny people. Can you agree? Or you can have some people that are pretty healthy that are a little on the chunky side. Um, I can say I was beyond chunky. I mean, I was like the marshmallow man. I wasn't, but I hid it really well with clothing. When you look at the clothes, you wouldn't know that I had such a big belly going on. But I'm going to ask you guys to take notes because there's always a better learning if what you see and what you hear, if you write it down, that process of taking notes is going to help you. It's been proven that taking a picture or typing it in is not as effective as actually writing it down. And so the process and the point about this is learning something. All right? Learning things. So every time that we get together, I'm going to ask you to change and to add a new habit. One little step at a time. Please understand, you guys, this is not going to be a fast weight loss kind of thing. Now, some of you guys may drop weight really fast at the beginning just by stopping a few things. Here is the theme. We have to stop freaking your body out. All right? You have to stop freaking your body out. That a lot of the things that is going on with your body is you are either one of those people that eats a whole lot or you don't eat enough. And so either way, you're freaking your body out. Or you're eating a lot of processed foods. Processed foods, you guys, if it comes in a box or a can, it's processed. You're freaking your body out. Maybe the choices that you're making is that, and you may be thinking, oh, it's so much work to cook. You guys, our health is better than easy. Our health is better than our old habits. And for some of you that saw my overview, where this started is I know how to lose weight. The problem is with dramatic diets is that once you go back to your old habits, like I've lost 100 pounds on keto. But the moment you start bringing carbs back into your life, your body freaks out, right? And there's more and more things that allow you to eat a lower carb diet. Like I just found a new pasta. I do a chickpea pasta. And I just found another pasta called Pete's that is a low carb pasta that I'm going to try. You guys, I am going to talk about products. And if you are offended by the fact that I suggest Smooth Mouth tea because it makes you go poop, then you're going to have to get over yourself because I'm going to tell you about a lot of different products. A lot of them are from a company called Melaleuca. Some of them aren't. Okay. We're going to talk about digestive stuff. We're going to talk about all kinds of things. And this is not the time to be shy. It's not the time to be ashamed. The self-hate on your body, it's time to stop that. I have had horrible body hating issues. Never know that about me because I can put on a really happy face and be really confident. But body shaming's been a big part of my life. Done. Like I look at my pictures now and go, yeah, I've lost weight. I just lost my butt. I don't have a butt anymore. It's just flat as it can be. But you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is, right? Speaking of no butt, hi, Deborah.
I've been here. I've been hearing you.
I know you have, honey. I know you have. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my sound down because my little grandson's moving in his bed and all it does is it turns on my alarm. Um, you are going to get, if you came on late, make sure, Damaris, I don't know if you heard me say this, put your email and your phone number in the chat box because I do have a couple documents I'm going to send you. One of them I talked about, 100 little changes. You're going to get the first 10 steps. Um, and I also do a texting thing with a little bit of a hint, because there's been a lot of education that I've gone through over the years to learn why my body is doing what it is that it's doing. Okay, so um, this is interactive too, you guys. I want you to know that there's some interactive things that I want to do here. So let me do this, and we're gonna start by, I love slideshows, for those that aren't on here with me a lot. 100 little changes. For those that just popped on late, this is going to be, I do have a Facebook group called 100 Little Changes. Find my Facebook group because that's where I'm going to communicate a lot of stuff. So find the Facebook group, 100 Little Changes, tag it. This is being recorded. This video will be posted there. Plus, I have a YouTube channel that this video is going to be on, so you guys can always reference it. And at the end, there's a texting group. You guys will be texted this video so you can keep track of this stuff and learn from it, okay? You guys notice that this is progress, not perfection. One of the first things that you're going to learn is body loss, weight loss is not linear. It's more like a stepping step. It's steps. You'll lose some and then you'll be stagnant for a while, you'll plateau, and then you'll just all of a sudden go whoosh, like have a really good bathroom experience, and then you'll plateau a little bit, and then whoosh, and then bathroom experience, and whoosh. Okay, so it's a stepping stone. But what I'm going to ask you to do is you need to learn how your body reacts to food, your body, which is different than mine. Yesterday was a perfect example, and it was kind of perfect, and I kind of went, I wonder what would happen. I had a piece of toast yesterday. I haven't had bread in a long time, and you guys, my triggers went crazy. I wanted to eat bad stuff all day long from one piece of toast. One piece of toast. And I looked at the toast cover, the bread cover, and I went, because it said natural sourdough, right? Boy, there's a bunch of stuff in there. I didn't even know how to pronounce it. And it's interesting the trigger that it had on me about wanting to make bad decisions all day long. So I ended up getting my protein bar and sticking it on my desk. And whenever I felt like I wanted something, I would just take a bite of the protein. And it's amazing how my little trigger went away by the end of the day. But oh man, I was like, ooh, mid-morning snack, mid-morning toast. What else is in there? I wonder if there's any more. You know what I thought? Do I have any chocolate chips? I could have a handful of chocolate chips. One piece of toast made me go down this bad trail. So I'm going to be asking you guys to constantly be thinking, how do I feel? Why am I standing in the kitchen? Because a lot of this is going to be emotional eating. How many of you are emotional eaters? Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, Deborah, you can raise your hand. How many of you guys eat when you're tired? Oh my gosh. I make such bad decisions when I'm tired. I took a nap today, you know? All right, let's do a little celebrating. From last week, let's just bring this bigger. How many people, just from the meeting that I had, how many of you guys drank more water? Yay, good job. I'm loving to see that. How many people exercised just a little bit, maybe parked a little bit farther than what you normally would? Good. I got a little few hands.
Dancing in the living room.
That's good. That's better. That's better, right? Okay. Who said no to soda? Who said no to soda? Oh, good job, Jim. Good job. Good job. Good job. Who said no to something, anything? Yay! Said no to something. Deborah, what'd you say no to besides your mother? You and unmute, honey.
Staying up extra late.
Oh, good one. What about you, Jen C? What'd you say no to? Try it again.
Sorry. I said no to no sugar. Nothing with sugar in it.
Good
Oh,
job.
good one, good one. Shar, did you raise your hand? Did you say no to something? What did you say no
To
to?
beer, beer, beer.
Good. Yeah, Ellen, did I see you say no to something? No? Who else said no to something? There's another hand that went up. Oh, Doris, there it is. Unmute, honey. Unmute.
I said no to ice cream.
Good one. When you guys learn more about what's in ice cream, it's just horrible. And who
Mhm.
changed something? Who did a change? I asked you guys to change, like maybe give up bread. Some people said they were going to give up bread. Who gave up a change? Who changed something?
I didn't eat any rice.
No rice. Good one. Anybody else?
I don't know, but it's true that I said no to ice cream too. I've forgotten about that.
You guys, I celebrate you guys for doing that because some of you guys are just, this is your first time. That's okay. We had an overview where I talked about 100 little changes in my story. So here we go. I'm proud of you guys for those things. Okay. So, oops, what did I just do? There we go. Can you guys see? I think I just clicked. Okay, let's do this again. There you guys go. Okay. Um, who has a big victory from this week? Who has some kind of a big victory they want to talk about? Something that they did that they can say it considered. Okay, Michelle, what's your big victory?
Well, I just had an enrollment today,
Very good.
and we had to overcome a lot of tech challenges.
Very good. All right.
Order placed, so it's good.
That's a good victory. All right. What was the hard or felt like an obstacle, but we got through it?
Technology.
Like now,
It was horrible. Well, she was older. She was on her phone. We were trying to explain to her where to find this, where to find that. And we had to go from Zoom to going to just a three-way phone call. And then it still had trouble, but it got done.
okay. Okay. Well, we're talking mostly about weight loss
Persistence.
right now, Michelle, but I appreciate all
Oh,
that
I'm
stuff.
sorry. Yes, because, yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
My
And-
scale came in the mail today.
Huh?
My scale came from Amazon today.
Okay, that's a good win. That's a victory. All right. So, yes, Ellen.
I have a victory. I have a sore hip, but so I got myself to be stretching and doing some Tai Chi walking and doing some balancing type exercises. And I've managed to do it almost every day.
Oh my gosh,
That's
very
a
good.
that's a big deal.
That is a big deal, especially when you don't hurt. So you guys, this is something, and then the key learnings, we just started this, so I'm going to give you guys a pass unless just from last week, the overview, if you guys have learned something. But here's the thing that you have to really appreciate yourself. Part of what we have been so programmed is that our only victory is if the scale goes backwards, and that is not the case. I have had the scale not go backwards and yet lose inches. I've had the scale not go backwards, but yet I can get into some smaller pants. But also, I've had times, my biggest victory is when I walk into the kitchen and go, wait, why am I even here? That is a huge victory. This is why we have to celebrate awareness. That's a victory because I mean, I don't know about you, but how many times you go, oh my God, how much of that popcorn did I eat? Like, I'm not even aware. Like, is this my fourth or fifth or 70th cookie? I'm not aware. So those are victories, you guys. And the challenges that we need to acknowledge are some of the challenges really are uh, like our emotions, getting tired, and the challenges of like, I was so tired, I really wanted to go in there and eat something I shouldn't. When you start acknowledging these things, this is why every week we're going to go over this. When you start acknowledging this stuff, it is literally going to help you so much when you start going, wow, I did not realize, like for me, how many people eat an apple and if they don't eat protein, they're just starving. Does anybody else? Yeah, apples trigger. Deborah and I were talking. Apples trigger something. Unless I have a big chunk of cheese with apple, I am starving later. That is a challenge, but the victory is now I know that, right? So you guys, you can see how the challenge is, why am I hungry? Am I really hungry or what is the thing? And the victory is overcoming it and dealing with it, okay? And then learning, the key learnings are the things I want you guys to look at and go, what are you learning about yourself? For those of you that popped on a little bit late, I learned yesterday I had a piece of toast, which I have not had in forever, and I was hungry all day. I had to keep my protein next to me to stop the bread hunger, which I wasn't really hungry, but something made me want to eat. Okay? Karen or Rhonda, would you do me a favor and keep track of my chats for me if some question or something happens there that I need to address? All right. Know where you are starting. Here's the first thing that I'm going to ask you guys to do. You can't know how far you've come if you don't know where you began. Does that make sense? I wish I made that quote up. I found it. You can actually say, give me a smart quote about this, and then there's all kinds of information. This is the part where you guys, some of you will fight me. This is the part where some of you will cry. And you'll be so disappointed, and you're going to sit there and go, how did I get here? Get it out of your system. Get it out of your way. You have to know where you're starting. If you can, I want you guys to get your blood work done. Rhonda, you just do blood work for everybody? Just go to everybody's house?
Wish it was that easy, but yeah.
Yes, I get my blood work done every 6 months. I have a doctor's appointment next week or the week after to go over. I've been tracking my blood work since 2022 to see the trend, the progress. It's slow. Sometimes it has gone up, but it's been generally going down. Triglycerides, cholesterol, all kinds of stuff. But you have to know where you're starting from. That's where you're going to find out, are you insulin resistant? Is your blood sugar weird? My blood sugar is perfect, you guys. My triglycerides are perfect. There's all kinds of stuff. Weigh yourself. Now let's talk about daily. There's a lot of people that don't think that you should weigh yourself daily, but here's the deal. I want to know if I'm doing something wrong or how my body reacts to things, because you'll be surprised at your little victories, but after 3 or 4 months of weighing daily, you're going to realize that, man, I didn't drink enough water yesterday, and how does that affect your weight? You didn't actually gain weight, you gained water. I had a small piece of pizza, and I could see my weight went up just a few ounces, but it's like the bread and the pizza made my weight go up, and the sodium. I was so thirsty. The other day, I went all day and I only drank one of these, and I went, oh my gosh, I didn't drink enough water. And then so I like tripled this, and whoosh, there was that whoosh of losing weight. So you need to weigh just so that you can see, first of all, little victories. Few ounces lost is a victory. We got to celebrate that. But also it's reflective of how does your body act. And what you're going to find is, do you really drink enough water? And it's just an education going, wow, I didn't realize that my body just really freaks out when I don't drink water. Here's the other thing. And you guys are going to see videos. I'm going to be sharing videos of the people that I follow. And there's a lady from South Africa, and she takes a sponge. And she says, and she does it in this very funny accent, and she's a little off color, and I love her, so just deal with it if that offends you. But she says, if you eat bread, you're not really gaining, and she uses kilograms, you're not really gaining like 10 kilograms. But bread is like as a sponge, and she puts it all in water, and she goes, this is your body holding onto the water when you eat bread. And it's a really, really, really good indication that goes, your body isn't always just gaining fat. Sometimes it's gaining water based on what you're eating, and is your body good to eat that? So what you're going to find out on a daily basis is that you do not lose weight every day. You don't. And sometimes you're going to look like you're gaining weight, but you're not gaining weight if you're not eating, more calories. You're literally retaining water, or it's your body being inflamed. It's going to be a really good indication. Take your body measurements. You're going to be sent a document that has this stuff in there: your neck, your chest, under your chest, your waist, your hips, your calf, your thigh, your arm. All right? And the reason is you're going to go, wow, my neck is getting thin. I didn't even notice. Right? You're going to see where maybe the scales aren't showing up at your weight, and we're going to measure like once a month. And then I want you to do this one, and you guys, no tears. Take some pictures, front, side, and back. Okay? These are just for you. And maybe you saw mine. You guys have seen my pictures, right? It's embarrassing, but you know what it is? And now I know, and now I have some before and after pictures to share. And your before and after pictures are going to motivate somebody else. All right. Give me a thumbs up that you're all going to do this for me. Give me a thumbs up. Come on, everybody. Everybody, everybody, everybody. Okay. We're going to do it.
Sandy, Michelle has a question.
Okay. What's your question, Michelle?
Sorry, yeah. Did you say to measure once a month?
Yeah.
Okay. I like weighing daily. Okay. That'll be good. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Here's your, yeah. Yeah, got this. So here's your first thing, you guys. Here's your first little habit that you're going to start. You're going to drink a large glass of water before coffee or breakfast. Put it by your bed. Get up and down a full glass of water. Write it down and set an alarm. Because your body wakes up dehydrated. Okay, replenishing your fluids first thing in the morning helps you boost metabolism and your energy levels. First thing in the water, because chances are there's some people that aren't drinking enough water, and this is going to give you a rush of, ooh, I feel good. So when we feel, what, honey?
I said you could just feel it go through your body and everything as soon as you start drinking water.
I do. I keep a thing by mine. You down it, and you just feel yourself go, oh. An angel sing and birds fly around your head, which is how Deborah gets dressed every morning. Okay. Got it? We're going to hydrate. So maybe tonight, set an alarm. Set an alarm. What is the last thing that you do? Set an alarm that says go up, get your glass of water. Okay. Start with that. Get your glass of water. Huh? David, handsome, cute butt. The other thing that we're going to add is protein. Now, your decision and your meals, listen to this, is going to be what protein am I eating next? And then building a meal around it. Everybody write that down. What protein is next? What protein is next? The end of the day, you guys, there are two groups of people, as I said. For those of you, the reason why we're also going to, next week, we're going to add a calorie counter. You guys need to know where your calories are. This is, at the end of the day, in order to lose weight, you have to eat less calories if you're an overeater. Does that make sense? You have to be in a calorie deficit. You've got to move more than your calories. Does that make sense? You've got to burn more calories than what you're consuming. The other group of people are those that have dieted and they're hardly eating anything, or they eat all at night. So even if you're only eating 1,000 calories, you're eating it all at once and your body's holding on to everything because you're freaking your body out. But you got to know where that is. Next week, we're going to talk about an app. I don't really care what app you use for calorie counting. But for right now, we're just going to start with where are you with your protein? Now, each one of these is very, very, very important. Keeps you fuller longer. If you're one of those people that you find yourself eating all day, like you start with, a muffin or, something that's high carb, and then by 10 o'clock, you're like, wow, I think I really need something. So you grab a bag of chips. And then with lunch, maybe you have a bag of chips with you, or you eat, a cookie, an Oreo, you have an orange. All those things are making, even though the orange sounds healthy, it's making your blood sugar go crazy, and then you're going to be hungry. So it may take some planning, like almonds, or I have a bowl of hard-boiled eggs in my refrigerator. I keep them in there all the time. Avocado with lemon is really good for body fat, belly fat specifically. But stabilizing your blood sugar, a lot of what we're going to do, you're going to get a yes list, a no list of foods that you can and cannot eat. And the no list is going to make your blood sugar go crazy. We're going to talk a lot about blood sugar over the next several weeks. Your blood sugar has to be stable. The moment your blood sugar goes up and then it crashes, this is when, first of all, when your blood sugar is going up like this, right? Your insulin kicks in, goes, your blood sugar is going up too high, And when this is happening, your body cannot metabolize fat. And your body is holding on to stuff because your blood sugar is going crazy. So then your blood sugar goes down and now you're tired. And what do we do when we're tired? We eat bad stuff. Something about tired and bad stuff go hand in hand. Like you can't be tired and eat a salad. No, you're tired in a cookie. You're tired in a chips. You're tired, right? So we got to get that blood sugar up. The power of your blood sugar is going to make you feel better. You're going to feel more in control of your food, feel more in control of your body, feel more in control of your eating habits, okay? And like all things, it helps maintain a calorie deficit. So you are going to get a document that is, I'm going to email it to you. And it is about why protein is so important. Okay. It's going to help you reduce your cravings between your meals, support energy, make it easier to stay on a calorie deficit. The more protein that you're eating, the less you're going to want to eat. If you are one of those people that don't eat all day long and then eat a lot at night, your body's going to stop freaking out if you start your day with some protein. So instead of asking, what am I going to eat? Ask, where is my protein? Everybody write that down. Where's my protein? What's my protein going to be? In this document, I'm going to give you some breakfast ideas. And you guys, you don't have to have breakfast food. If you don't like eggs or whatever, have a hamburger patty for breakfast, right? Sausage, string cheese, steak, hamburger, tuna, chicken on top of a salad, that kind of thing. Soup with beans or lean meat. Bone broth, you guys. I take, when I'm kind of wanting a little something, I heat up a cup of bone broth and put some sea salt in it. And I drink that, and it is an amazing little snack idea. Snacks, cottage cheese, hard-boiled eggs, a handful of nuts. Watch that, you can get a lot of fat in the nuts, be careful. A protein shake. Okay. So that is our first 100 little changes. Are there any questions before we end this? All right, I'm going to, yes, Doris?
Someone said she couldn't eat apples because of the insecticides, but if she washed them with Harvest Pure, wouldn't that help, or
Yeah.
peel them?
Yeah.
Peel them?
It doesn't help.
I
don't know why I get really sick from an apple.
And don't eat it.
An
And also
apple.
at the beginning, you guys, we're going to cut out some of our fruits because of blood sugar. We're going to cut out a lot of our fruits because of blood sugar until we get our bodies stop freaking out.
Eileen was talking that she does protein and also the GC every day.
Yep. There's some things that we're going to do with all of that as far as keeping our blood sugar. And we're going to get all into that. But I wanted to keep this for 30 minutes. And I wanted to give you guys a simple step to do. And the first step is you guys are going to see if you can get your blood work done. Know where you are. When was the last time? I just had my blood work done. Has anyone had their blood work done within the last 6 months or so?
6 months.
Yeah.
I'm getting mine done tomorrow.
Oh, good. So you guys have your stuff. Keep it.
Sandy,
have a
my
particular-
cholesterol's come down 100 points.
Wow. Damaris just got them down. Good. You just got you just got your blood work done? Oh, just got them done. Okay, done. Good job.
Is there a particular panel that you're having done when you say get your blood work done? Because
I have the panels that I've been doing, which is about inflammation, thyroid, glucose levels.
My doctor does a metabolic and lipid panels.
I think that's about right, metabolic, because then you can find out what your triglycerides are, your cholesterol. Rhonda, what exactly, is there a name for this stuff? Just a lipid panel?
Usually, whenever they do the health screening, it's usually going to be like a CBC, a TSH, a CMP, and then a vitamin D. And those just kind of along those particular lines, just to cover that little general area.
Do you have to fast to do those panels?
Yeah, because your lipid panel, they usually want you to fast like 8 to 12 hours, nothing to eat or drink except for water. So no.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have my lipid panel trends, and it is lipid panel, so it's cholesterol, which is important, triglycerides. You want to make sure that you are making sure that you get your glucose levels done. That's important, but also you guys look for your inflammation markers and your thyroid. And the reason why is your inflammation is going to be surprising. Like, I'm like, what? I remember the first time he said, wow. And I was going, oh my gosh, what are my inflammation markers, right? That's when I first started. So I am reversing you guys Hashimoto's, which is inflammation of the thyroid, which makes it really, really super hard to lose weight when your thyroid isn't wanting to work, right? And autoimmune means your immune system is attacking certain parts of your body. Arthritis is an autoimmune issue where your body's attacking your bone and joints and severe inflammation, right? So you can reverse the symptoms of a lot of these things, reverse it, which means your numbers can change. It's a slow process. This is why we're not worried about the scale as much as we are about our habits that are what are the foods that cause you inflammation? What are the foods that cause you to feel bad? What are the things that cause you to have these issues? Because it's going to be different. You know, we're all very different. This is why this self-awareness, that is one of the changes, not just let's follow this diet. Because you guys, I can help you lose weight really fast on keto. And the
Right.
moment you go off of it, this is why I'm really concerned about people that are on the GLP. They're not learning how their bodies are doing this. They're going to go off of it and their weight's going to go crazy. Same with keto. Same with, like, I do a very beef protein heavy because one of the doctors you guys are going to meet, his name is Dr. Ken Berry, and he talks about autoimmune and inflammation. And there are some people whose body gets severely inflamed by certain vegetables. That's why we're starting with, like, you guys, you're going to get off some tomatoes and red bell peppers for a while until you figure your body out. We're going to take a lot of stuff away. And if you guys want to whine, you go right ahead and whine, and I'm going to sit here and I will be a very patient listener while you whine, and then I'm going to tear you apart when we get off the video. Okay, hold on. I'm going to stop the video. Everyone say bye.
Bye.